Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back. Well, we have the MXR Fullbore Metal Distortion. Okay, so battery operated or 9-volt standard power supply. So we do have volume, frequency, we have gain. We also have a scoop switch as well as a gate. And of course, low, mid, and high, or bass, mid, treble, whichever you prefer. So today's test, of course, we're going through my orange 35 RT amp with just the clean channel, not even reverb on it. And I'm using my Epiphone SG standard. And there's my clean. Alright, so we're going to start with the volume, of course, down lower because it's going to get pretty loud anyway. Frequency, of course, gain, everything else is at 12 o'clock. So let's fire it up and see what we get. So, not too shabby. Let's turn that gate on. And it fades off into the silence. Okay, let's scoop it. Overall, I think it's a pretty good pedal. Offers a lot of functionality. That gate is kind of handy. Messing with the frequency for the decay. Interesting, I'll give it that. Scoop is nice. Plenty of good gain as well, right? The volume or level control for more output is very handy, especially at lower volumes on your amp. You can push your amp a lot harder and you can create some pretty interesting tones. And the EQ is very good, very responsive, no question about that. Now, as far as getting really throaty metal out of this, maybe not so much. You're going to get more of that tinier metal sound or less bassier growl kind of thing. It's not a growly pedal, and for deep tones that way, but you can deepen it up quite a bit regardless. It's a very plain looking unit. I mean, it's a metal casing that has no fancy paint job, which does kind of save a few bucks, honestly. Fancy paint jobs, boutique style pedals, they cost a lot of money. These things are actually pretty reasonably priced. And I think, even compared to a Boss pedal, I mean, they're competitive, to something that would be more along the equal line. I mean, I personally prefer like the Metal Zone from Boss myself, but I think this one is also a really good option for you if you're looking for that kind of a tone. Now keep in mind, different amps are going to sound different with this too. You've got more of that British tone into that orange amp, where you're going to get a different tone out of a Line 6 or, out of even the Hughes and Kettner amps. And of course, with these Hughes heads, they're very reliant on the cab size and type and speaker size, very much so like any other amp would be, but more so dependent because you have so many choices of different cabs you can use with Hughes and Kettner heads. Tones change with everything, even the same sized cab with a different speaker, or just change the speaker. You're going to change the tone a lot, right? So take it for, this is on an orange amp. It's a 35 RT. If you want to know more about it, I got some videos on the orange 35 RT. I'll probably have some more for you. But I think this MXR pedal is actually a pretty good buy, and it does offer you quite a bit of features for the money, and some pretty interesting metal tone for sure. If you're into that metal kind of stuff, right, or really distorted stuff, I think it does a really good job. So I would say, in the overall spectrum of things, I'm definitely in for this for, I would say, I'm going to give it a 4 1/4. I wish it had a bit of a deeper throat to it for metal, because metal has a lot of throat to it. Well, I guess it depends on the metal music you're listening to, the type of metal at least. But I would want more throat, a little bit more throat to it, more deeper tone for metal. Because this is not bad, but, I mean, let's... I would like a little bit more, because even with that high turned off right now, it's still got quite a bit of highs left over. That's like full bass, right? So it'd be nice to have a little bit more of that, but I mean, we are on the bridge too. Let's try the neck. Oh, that's actually a little bit more. I mean, most guys playing metal music, they're really not playing on the neck as much as they do on the bridge. I mean, the bridge is more your screaming kind of metally tone anyways, and your highs are already there. You have less highs available to you on the neck, right? It's just the nature of the beast. So a little bit more throat would have been nice, so that's kind of why we're at where we're at with it. And I think as far as the price goes, it's very fair. If you want to know the current price, at least in Canada at Long McQuaid, do check out the link in the video description below, and voila, there you go. Kind of thing. But if you don't have a Long McQuaid, or you're not in Canada, there's plenty of places to buy MXR pedals from. I'm going to be renting some more MXR stuff. I want to check out some of their other pedals. And I'm also thinking about checking out some of the Walrus line as well for my channel. And even though some of these have been out for a long time, it's about opinions of everybody, because we all have different gear, you know, and so we're all going to get different sound. We all have different mics on our cameras and other stuff and so on. So it gives you more of a rounded out idea. Is this something I could really deal with, and you know, type of thing. But I mean, nothing beats going into a store, slamming one on an amp there. Bring your axe with you is my best advice. You know, and if you could, bring your own amp, especially if they don't have your actual amp at the store, the same amp. But bring your amp, bring your axe, plug in. The stores will generally let you. I know with Long & McQuaid, I can bring all my own gear in and just play with pedals until I find something I like, and I'm good to go, you know. You know, I think this is, I think it's a pretty good buy overall, you know. But anyway, that's what I got for you. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video and got lots out of it. And again, the video description below is where you're going to find the link for this, at least for Long & McQuaid in Canada. And then check out your places if you're not in Canada, or maybe you shop elsewhere, whichever, it's your thing. But anyways, this has been my review of the MXR Fullbore Metal Pedal. Thanks for watching.